Analytical paragraph. It's a writing skill and it has been recently added in class 10 CBSE board's English subject syllabus. So it will come as number 4 question in your question paper. So you can see on the screen there is a white strip on which it is written, writing an analytical paragraph on the basis of the given map, chart, report, line graph in about 150 to 200 words. So it is a long composition carrying 10 marks and its word limit is 150 to 200 words. It has been replaced with story writing. So what is analysis? Analysis is the detailed examination of the elements or structure of something. Let's discuss what is analytical paragraph. An analytical paragraph lays out and explains the evidence that supports your thesis. So what are the theses? Thesis is a statement that declares what you believe and what you intend to improve. So in this question you will be getting any kind of a map or chart or line graph or report that you have to analyze and explain. So I have given here the examples of chart and line graph also. Analytical paragraph must include these 3 elements. Number 1 is introduction, second body, and third conclusion or overview. Number 1, introduction. In introduction you are going to introduce the thesis, and in body you have to elaborate your analysis according to the based on data given or whatever the illustrations given, whatever the chart is given. So you have to do that. Third one is conclusion. So you have to conclude your analysis at the end. There are certain important points to remember. As you got the question, you have to read your question carefully. Number 2, then summarize the information by selecting the main features. Whatever data is given, whatever chart is given, line graph is given, you have to go through it carefully and summarize it, what the information is given over there, and just jot down some points which are the main features that you are going to elaborate. And you can also make relevant comparisons if needed. If there is requirement of, like, if they have compared 2 or 3 things, you can also add those comparisons in your elaboration, but you are not supposed to add your own information or data, your own knowledge regarding that particular topic. And you should organize your paragraphs logically so it is easy for the examiner to read. You should leave an empty line between paragraphs to make them easier to see, and I suggest it, like, it's not a rule, it's a strong recommendation. And as you know that the word limit is 150 to 200 words, so write 150 words or more. You should aim at writing 160 to 190 words, and don't write under the word count, and do not use first person pronoun while explaining these paragraphs. So in this video I have taken up the example of line graph. The question is, the line graph below shows changes in the amount and type of fast food consumed by Australian teenagers from 1975 to 2000, and you have to utilize this information, and you have to write an analytical paragraph in about 150 to 200 words. So you should summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons wherever relevant. This line graph shows us the consumption of fast food by Australian teenagers over a period of 25 years from 1975 to 2000. Here we can see 3 lines have been shown. The blue line shows us the consumption of pizza, red line shows us the consumption of fish and chips, and green line shows us the consumption of hamburgers. And you can observe that the consumption of fish and chips, the red line, it is declining over the period of time, and the consumption of pizza and hamburger, the blue and the green line, these 2 lines are increasing with the passage of time. So it is clear to us that these 2 things are following a similar kind of pattern. So this is our observation, and let's start with the introduction. In the first paragraph, you have no need to add any sort of data. You need to begin with 2 to 3 sentences that state what the line graph shows. So you can write in your introductory paragraph, the line graph compares the fast food consumption of teenagers in Australia between 1975 and 2000, a period of 25 years. Now it's come the body. Body will be written in two parts, like in paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. So you can give more specific details in the body paragraphs. Again, look at the paragraph and what things are similar and what things are different. We have to observe it here. So as we have already identified in the overview that the consumption of fish and chips declined over the period of time, and whereas the amount of pizza and hamburgers that were eaten increased. So it is clear that pizza and hamburgers were following a similar pattern, but fish and chips were different. So on the basis, you can use these as your groups and focus one paragraph on fish and chips. Here comes the paragraph 1 of the body. Look at the line graph and go through the content. In 1975, the most popular fast food with Australian teenagers was fish and chips, being eaten 100 times a year. This was far higher than pizza and hamburgers, which were consumed approximately 5 times a year. However, apart from a brief rise again from 1980 to 1985, the consumption of fish and chips gradually declined over the 25-year time scale to finish at just under 40. Now comes paragraph 2. So as you can see, the focus is on fish and chips in the paragraph 1 of the body. So this does not mean you should not mention the other two foods, as you should still make comparisons of the data as the question asks. So paragraph 2 content will be, in sharp contrast to this, teenagers ate the other two fast foods at much higher levels. Pizza consumption increased gradually until it overtook the consumption of fish and chips in 1990. We can see side by side in the line graph. So it then leveled off. You can see it get leveled off from 1995 to 2000. Yes, the line. The biggest rise was seen in hamburgers, as the occasions they were eaten increased sharply throughout the 1970s and 1980s, exceeding that of fish and chips in 1985. So it finished at the same level that fish and chips began, with consumption at 100 times a year. Next is fourth paragraph that we are going to write about conclusion. So overall, the consumption of fish and chips declined over the period, whereas the amount of pizza and hamburgers that were eaten increased. So your answer must include number 1, introduction, then body, paragraph 1, then again body, paragraph 2, and conclusion. What should be your focus point? You should take time to read through the model answer that I have given and pay attention to the content of each paragraph, then the use of verbs, nouns, adverbs and adjectives, and the logical order of information in the body paragraphs. I have also provided you some vocabulary for line graph. Here is the upward trend, rise, arise. If you have to use it as a verb, you will be using it as rise, and if you have to use it as a noun, you will be using it arise. Increase, if there is a sharp increase in anything, you can write it that. So you can go through the vocabulary. Climb, a climb, grow, a growth, go up, decrease, a decrease, drop, a drop, fall, a fall, decline, a decline. Vocabulary also for line graph when you have to show the time phrases. Over the next 3 days, 3 days later, in the following 3 days, the next 3 days show over the period, from to, between and, the last year, the final year, the first year, at the beginning of the period, at the end of the period. Other vocabulary, if there is sort of fluctuation, then you can write fluctuate as a verb, and a fluctuation means article with noun. Dip, remain steady, remain stable, remain unchanged, level off, peak at, reach a peak of, hit a high of, hit a low of, bottom out, plateau. I hope you all are able to understand. Thanks for watching.